A stone that floats? In Japan, there is a massive stone that appears to hover above the ground. It looks impossible, and yet it's real. This stone is called Ishi-no-Hoden, and it weighs an estimated 500 tons. But what makes it extraordinary isn't its weight, it's how it was made. Ishi-no-Hoden was never moved. Instead of transporting the stone, the builders carved away the bedrock beneath it, leaving the megalith seemingly suspended in place. No collapse, no cracks, no modern machinery. This is what engineers call subtractive engineering, and it's far more dangerous than moving stone. Remove too much material, and the structure fails. Remove it unevenly, and the stone fractures. Yet this 500-ton block remains intact. And here's the key point. This is not an isolated mystery, it's the entry point to a global pattern. Let's move west to Lebanon. At Baalbek lies the stone of the pregnant woman. This stone weighs over 1,000 tons. To put that into perspective, modern cranes struggle at a fraction of that weight. And yet, this stone was quarried, shaped, and somehow positioned with intent. Nearby sit even larger stones forming the foundation of the Temple of Jupiter. The question isn't who built them. The question is, how was this even attempted? Now let's go to Egypt. In Aswan lies the unfinished obelisk. It weighs nearly the same as the stone of the pregnant woman, over 1,000 tons. But this one never moved. A crack formed during carving, and the project was abandoned. And this matters, because it tells us something critical. Ancient builders had limits. They failed. And failure shows us the edge of their capabilities. So how do we explain this? 1,000 tons in Egypt was too much. 1,000 tons in Baalbek was not. Same mass, different outcomes. Different. Now we go east to China. At the Yangshan Quarry, we find an unfinished project so massive it defies comprehension. The stone here weighs an estimated 16,000 tons. It was carved directly from the mountain and then abandoned. Not because of war, not because of time, but because it was simply too large to move. This quarry shows us the upper limit, the moment where even advanced ancient engineering stopped. In Brittany, the Carnac Stones stretch for miles. Over 3,000 standing stones aligned in long, deliberate rows. No known empire, no written records, no clear explanation for their purpose. Yet the scale is undeniable. This wasn't random. It required planning, labor organization, and shared intent. In England, Stonehenge presents a different problem. Here, stones weighing up to 40 tons were transported over long distances, some from more than 200 miles away. And they weren't just placed, they were fitted, balanced, aligned. This required precision, not brute force. When you step back, the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Different cultures, different continents, different time periods, yet the same engineering problems appear again and again. Extreme weight, precision without modern tools, planning before excavation, failure at known limits. This isn't mythology, this is engineering evidence, and it leads to an uncomfortable truth. We don't fully understand how these structures were made, not because the answers don't exist, but because we stopped asking the right question. Archaeology is very good at telling us who, when, and where, but when it comes to how, there is often silence, and silence in science is not an answer, it's an invitation. This isn't about rewriting history, it's about finishing it. Human impossible,